We talk about
Legends Night,
exactly,
Legends Night is special.
So ZIMURA is saying to the bands they have to pay $150
$150
Yes, for them to play other artists' music.
Is it like a once-off payment? Like you pay $150?
How I wish. Okay, greetings, good people. Welcome back to Pun Intended.
Pun.
Yes, of course. I'm Steve and
I'm DJ Pro in the mix.
yeah, so we're back. You
We're
know,
back.
I
We're
love
back.
this
We're back.
podcast so much
Yeah?
that I literally had to cycle that we can record.
I wanted to ask about the gear.
Yeah, I'm actually in
the
my
outfits.
cycling gear.
I thought it was like maybe dress up as a cyclist day.
To keep fit.
But we didn't do.
It serves fuel.
We didn't do the scissors.
I wasn't supposed to do it at the end.
Scissors. Even in the beginning, we just
Scissors.
Scissors.
Yeah. Always wins all the time. Right.
Yeah.
So this is the podcast where we get to look about stuff that's happening in
Things
the
that happen,
entertainment
big
industry, big things, the movers and the shakers.
Last podcast we were talking about
The numbers
in the hip hop.
Very interesting.
I got a lot of pushback. Okay, it's not feedback when it's aggressive. It's pushback.
People, what were the people saying? What was
Somebody complained about the hippo. They said, "Hey,
I
why
got that too.
do you have an animal?" Okay. I got a feeling they actually thought it was a real animal, and they were feeling sympathetic. Why are you abusing the animal?
When the actual numbers didn't abuse the
And it was not a real. I just want to put a disclaimer.
Yeah.
It wasn't a real hippo.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't.
Then
And it wasn't just one. In case
yeah.
you thought maybe we overworked it. It was coming from the same side of the screen and crossing over
the side.
So there's no way it would have
all the
snuck
hippos
behind us.
were coming from one side and then crossing.
Yes, it was
hippo crossing.
Human and wildlife interface.
There was also a more pushback. I edited the last episode, so I will take full responsibility. It's not Steve, he's not to blame. Okay, it's me. I was responsible for the excessive effects. Okay, there was bombs exploding. I can't believe. I was surprised. Why didn't you stop me, man?
I didn't know.
The moment somebody comes to a podcast with a crate of granite, of bombs, of dynamite, think twice.
Yeah.
So I apologize for the excessive effects. There was money.
Why are we apologizing? There
was money. There was money.
Come on,
there was
man.
money coming.
I
wanted to put it out of the way. So what I want to say right now is that there will be no more money raining down. Okay. There's no more hippos.
Okay.
What else? No more explosions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. But there'll be dragons. There'll be dragons. Yeah. Okay, so things happening. What's happening?
Okay, so the first things first, I came across a very interesting publication by ZIMURA. So ZIMURA is Zimbabwe Music Rights Association. Yes.
Represents the artists and the composers.
They are an association.
Yeah. But they're mandated by an act of parliament.
But they are an association.
Yes, they are.
I just want to get that straight across the board, that they are an association.
Yeah.
So the association that deals with artists and etc.
collects royalties for all
artists. Yeah. They recently put out a publication that was saying that all bands that perform songs that are not original compositions of that particular band, I'm talking about your covers, yes. I'm talking about, for example, we can talk about bands like Shabak the band. We talk about
Legends Night.
Exactly.
Legends Night is special.
So ZIMURA is saying to the bands they have to pay $150 for them yes, for them to play other artists' music.
Is it like a once-off payment? Like you pay $150?
How I wish.
Then no, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. So you pay $150.
Yeah,
then you can perform anything.
Exactly. But here's the catch-22. Yeah. You pay the $150 to perform on that particular set. Oh. So if you've got two performances for that day, you pay $150 for this one, and then you
go to another venue. You pay.
Exactly.
And is it you pay once and that's
no? Each time.
Every time you sing music from another artist,
yes, you pay.
So I want to get this straight. I want to understand what this
it's
means.
not per song. It's not per song.
Per artist.
Not per artist. Per session.
Per session. Per
so
show.
Per show. Yeah, let's put it per show. So if you're going to play 10, maybe a set of 10 songs, right? You pay $150 for that.
Okay.
If you're going to play all night, you also pay $150.
So it's value for money to perform a lot of songs from a lot of artists in one single show.
Yeah. I'm not getting the logic.
100 songs.
So if I've got a band
Yeah.
and I'm invited to play a set for 30 minutes, I pay 150. And if I'm a band
how
and
much
I'm
have you
invited to play all night, all night,
Yeah.
I'm paying the same amount of money.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to get the reactions from the people. There's mixed reactions.
$150
Yeah.
for the show.
For
if
the
you're going
show.
to play other people's songs.
Yes.
Which is what's happening. A lot of these jazz bands.
Yeah,
That's what
they do. Yeah, they're playing other people's music.
So
yeah.
what I'm wondering about is like, how much would the promoter be paying this band? Because now mine is 150.
Wait, before you even talk of the promoter,
Yeah.
let's look at the single management band, which is managed by the band members themselves, or maybe a person who manages the band. How much do you think they get paid if you were to invite them to play at your son's birthday? How much would you? Okay, how much would you be willing to pay?
No, I think it's a better example because I want to uplift musicians, and obviously for me, if any band comes, doesn't matter how good or bad.
So
I'm gonna pay you a lot of money.
Here's the
why are you rushing through this? Okay, I want to support musicians in Zim. So regardless of your fame or your success,
you'd pay a lot of money.
I want to put my neck on the line. Okay, my reputation on the line.
Okay, cool.
This is what I want to say. It's a challenge. There's a lot of challenges happening in Zim. Eh?
Yeah,
if you guess what's in my pocket, no, not that challenge. No, too soon. Too soon.
Too
soon. No. What I want to say is that if I hire you to perform at my son's birthday, I will pay you 10,000 USD, regardless. Whether you come with a flash drive with a band, I don't care. I want to support your artist. Take me up on that. If I hire you, I'll give you 10. What? Come on.
If.
But if I do, hold me to account.
Kanawazo. That's Kanawazo. Hire band.
Kanalazo no kweleta mari yacho 10,000 ndozokupa. Too soon. Anyway, so what's your position about this whole ZIMURA demanding $150?
Okay, when I read it right off the bat,
you're like, these guys are broke.
I thought
you're like, these guys are
like,
broke.
These guys, they're dead broke. They're crazy
and
chickens.
There's no money, there's nothing.
Until I read the comments.
Yeah, what's the comments?
So there are some people who leveled my head. They said actually it's little money. There were some people who were saying, it takes a lot for an artist to come up with a song.
It's true.
Compose it, go into the studio, pay for the production, the video, and everything, the distribution. Up until a song is hyped up to the point that a band has to perform it.
It's a big investment.
It's a big investment for them to just charge them 150. So they were saying we should have then charged them more. Yeah.
So will the bands keep performing covers? You see the issue that's there?
Yeah.
You've gone from a position where bands were performing covers and making a living.
Yeah.
But some of these jazz bands, what do you expect? These jazz artists who have all these renowned songs.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? Start creating new music?
No, you just gotta play. And also, I've noticed something that a jazz band that performs other people's music, rather any band for that matter, that performs any other artist's music, they somewhat do it better for the live version. They do it better.
It's the remix.
It's so interesting. Dude, I've seen bands that perform acoustic versions of songs.
It's a remix.
And they're so nice.
The remix is always better. I'll give you a good example.
Yeah.
Somebody gets divorced, gets a new wife. The new wife always better. It's the remix.
I can't.
I know your situation.
I can't relate.
Newly married is not thinking of a remix. Okay. My Steve, there's no replacing.
It's like a remix. I do.
But you had another story. Something to do with Trevor.
Okay. Are we done with the band
we're
thing?
Done. Apparently we ramble. I got in trouble for that. Somebody said I watched the show, but I want it in small.
But what have we said about ZIMURA? We haven't said anything.
They're broke.
Okay, they're broke. Yeah,
yes,
I get that.
Broke. They're broke and broken.
Do you think it's fair for them to charge the bands?
100%. No, it's not.
I was looking
100% it's not.
I was looking at the global trends.
Yeah.
Do you know that in other communities there are bands that literally mimic global, international, sensational bands like the Beatles? We've got bands that mimic.
Yeah. Covers have been played since.
Do you know that those bands they actually like the fact that there's a band that mimics them because it then makes it easy for them to come and perform when they do their world tours.
100%.
Do you know what they do? Actually, the Beatles, what they used to do, they've got a band that used to mimic the music, right? That used to do cover songs, right? So when they would be in town or in that country, they would take the members of that band and have them play side by side to the matching instrumentalist of the Beatles.
Yeah.
And the locals would be excited.
They would
man.
love it.
They would be really, really excited. So I don't know what that's going to do.
No, it's a rubbish approach. What it just means is that the bands are in trouble. But there's so many bands out there who play covers. So their livelihood is in danger. You can have somebody who can sing, but they can't compose. And they're part of a band probably for the last 5-10 years. Now they're in jeopardy because of this. I don't think the motivation will promote more music. In actual fact, I think it's going to
stifle the music.
And create loopholes.
True.
Where somebody's going to say, it's not actually a copy of that other song. It's a different
their version
edition.
now. I totally get you.
So I think it's a rubbish move. And I think the fact that the money involved isn't that much is admitted, apparently, by ZIMURA. Why are you doing it?
Doesn't make sense.
Why are you doing it? But we have
I need to add something on top
He
of
is
that.
rambling.
Right. I'm not rambling. I'm adding flesh.
I was done. I just want to say to the person who got in touch with me and said, you ramble, please rephrase.
Steve rambles. Okay, so let me ramble. Royal Ramble.
Royal Ramble.
Yeah. So I've noticed that there are artists, right, who they're entertainers. They're good at entertaining.
100%.
They're not just studio artists. When they get to a show, they perform, they go with the vibe. I've seen them performing other artists' song because that's what their audience is vibing to. There are people who literally perform. I think I've seen Tammy Moyo performing Soja Love song.
This is the thing.
Even Felinandi, I've seen Felinandi performing
it's
songs.
It's a normal practice that an artist will sing a version of another artist's song. And I thought that it brought about a sense of camaraderie, a sense of unity. It gave you the impression that music, there is a oneness that's there. It's not like you can make $1 million by just sampling somebody else's song, but it does create that vibe where you feel like this is a rendition of something I know already. And there's an interpretation that's there. Like you said rightfully, sometimes the remix even sounds better.
True.
So I'm surprised that
all the time.
ZIMURA, instead of
all
promoting it,
remixes sound better.
What people should pay for is if they record that cover.
Yes.
That's what you should pay for. Because you're talking about now monetizing somebody else's work.
Yes.
But if you're going to perform somebody's song for 3 minutes or even less, well, sometimes people really get excited. They know it's not you. So you're not a jab praiser, but you're singing a jab praise song. They're going to jump up and down. You're going to repeat the chorus a couple of times and then move to your stuff.
True.
So how in the world can you possibly think that's a disadvantage?
I've seen shows by Winky D where he samples a guitar riff from back in the day.
No, not just that. I've seen Winky D do Kendrick Lamar. They're not like us. I saw that. So are we saying that ZIMURA will then pounce in and say, Gava, we need money? And is that money really going to go to Kendrick Lamar? I'm wondering about that as well. There's a lot of people performing covers of international songs or tracks, especially with jazz, or people who are now past. Are they going to go to the estate of that person and say, oh, that was music from a late singer from Motown, from the USA, we've come with your money. Is that money going to be remitted to Dollar Brand if you perform a Dollar Brand song? Is that money going to be remitted if you perform the late Yuma Sekela song? Is ZIMURA now taking it up that they will be going across the globe transferring money? I don't know. It feels like a scam.
Well, you know,
it feels like a scam.
Contrary to what you were saying, that we are.
That's why there are dragons raining fire on this podcast.
We are feeding flesh into the subject, man. I feel like we are adding value. We're not just rambling.
No, but that's the problem. When we ramble, then it becomes banga now.
But then when
now stepping,
now we don't know the difference.
I want to be friendly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I was gonna say that I've noticed also that ZIMURA said that they're going to be collecting money for the bands that perform other people's artists. So, and you know how ZIMURA works. ZIMURA has got a pool fund. They gather the money and then pay out the royalties.
True. 100%.
So are they now going to ask you as a band to say, which songs are you performing? Then you go like Masha Monumunge,
do you know what you've raised?
Dembo, and then they write down the artists and then they split the money amongst the artists. Or they're going to add the money into the pool and then later distribute it out as royalties.
I didn't want to go there. That's why I didn't want to ramble, because there are so many aspects of how ZIMURA collects this money that are questionable. Forget this new issue about bands performing. Just general royalties. ZIMURA does not have its own monitoring mechanisms for royalties. This is fact.
What do you mean?
ZIMURA, please feel free to help
I
me
would be
understand.
happy if they actually reach
Please,
out.
would love to know
Expert for
if you
it.
now have it, because I'm a member of ZIMURA. Yeah, I've been a member for dog years. There's no monitoring mechanism where they actually have their own tally. How many times a song was played, or how many times a video was played, or how many, in this case, how many cover songs were played. They don't have in place a way where they have their own tally. What they rely on is the goodwill of broadcasters to submit playlists.
Dude,
Playlists which...
You mean the compilations?
Yes.
They rely on...
And listen,
Wow.
when you rely on goodwill from somebody, there can be mistakes. That means that if somebody was to say, here is... I want to call them mistakes. Come on, come on.
It's punning. Okay, stick with mistakes. I'm going to say it like it is.
Mistakes.
Okay, mistakes, cool.
It means that if a playlist is submitted and it indicates that a certain artist was played 30 times in a month, there is no way ZIMURA has a monitoring mechanism where they can dispute that. Are you hearing what I'm going? I want to speak in a diplomatic way.
Yeah. I'm
As
feeling
it
you.
stands,
I'm vibing with you.
ZIMURA does not have anyone who is keeping a tally of the actual songs being played. Nothing. There's no one who's saying, I heard 3 songs. If the broadcasters submit that, we played 10. That's a reality.
Yeah.
So one wonders that if they're failing already to monitor and come up with their own tally of the current situation where they are paying royalties for airplay, how in the world are they going to get people to visit every show that's being... you get what I'm saying? Every band.
I'm following.
Somebody in the audience. Because that's what it takes. Somebody has to physically be there.
Yeah.
Because remember, these people are not broadcasting their show. Okay? You have to physically be at the venue with the...
Listen to the songs. Take them
that's
down.
Whitney Houston, 1.
And then submit.
2. And obviously, the ridiculousness of this system is that at some point, a band might, after perhaps meeting their target, then say, yo, no more covers, guys. I think we know the show is not yet over, but guys, we are past our budget.
We are past our budget.
We played 10 international ones. It's too much.
So
now.
we are done.
We've got our own original compositions and some folk songs. I think those we don't pay. Do we pay? Because you don't pay for folk songs. So I can imagine a band performing, Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton, it's banging, a little bit of Bob Marley.
And
then from
they
nowhere.
run out of budget.
They're like, we're out of budget.
So now they're playing their songs.
Birthday. Happy birthday to... We don't pay for that. That's common.
Who made that song and copyrighted? Who composed the Happy Birthday song? Let's not get there.
They're folk songs. You don't pay
So
for
now, just a minute ago,
we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Pros said their mistakes, but let me unpick what really happens.
Mistakes, Steve. It's just an error.
They need to know.
We're fixing it.
They need to know.
Okay.
So here's what ZIMURA
Suicide
does.
run.
ZIMURA, this is what they do.
Yeah.
They give you a form, an Excel form.
Yes, they do.
With tables. Say name of the artist, stage name, time that you played the song, the name of your shift, your name, the presenter, the station and stuff. They give the producers, presenters a form. So at the end of the month...
This feels like a Snowden moment. I don't know. I feel like I should shift away from you.
No, wait. Stay close. So the particular... Let me look straight in the camera. So the presenter who played a song is supposed to log on that Excel sheet, right? When they're home or maybe when they're still at work. And then they give it to their bosses who then give it to ZIMURA. So now let me tell you what's been happening.
Are you sure you want to tell people what's been happening?
I do it January, February, March, April, and then I get exhausted for doing the same thing.
That's you, Steve. I never get exhausted.
So what then happens, I just copy and paste the Excel from January. And then I paste it into the month of April. Then I copy the one that's from February.
Why?
Paste
Steve,
it in the month of June. Copy the one from March. Paste it in July. So you may actually realize that some people have been submitting the same compilations for the past fucking years, man.
But why? Why are you doing that, Steve? Steve, please look in the camera, man.
That's been happening.
Why? We need an intervention.
I'm tired.
Intervention.
I'm tired.
Intervention.
I'm tired of just writing in Excel. It doesn't add anything to my life.
I didn't expect you to confess to a crime, but I wanted it to be clear that ZIMURA does not have a monitoring mechanism to come up with their own tally of what's played.
The question should be...
That was all I was trying to do.
How many people have been shortchanged by that system?
A lot of people.
Food for thought. Let's leave
Yeah,
it
let's
there.
leave it there. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna throw in another one.
I want to talk about Trevor D.
We want
I want to talk about Trevor D.
We'll get there, bro. Wait, we'll get there.
We never talk about Trevor D.
Okay, we're gonna talk about
And
him.
he's been in my inbox like, you guys, you don't talk about me.
We're gonna talk about him.
Don't
Trevor
talk
D,
about-
you're
Trevor
coming up
D.
next. You're coming up next. I wish we had an ad break so that we'd say we talk about Trevor D after the break.
And this is the part where my critic,
Yeah.
who happens, I think, to be a video editor himself,
Yeah.
is expecting a picture of Trevor D. Nothing. No picture of Trevor
not getting
D.
anything.
You must use your imagination. Trevor D. Then it's like,
Please give them something. You gotta give them something. So I wanna throw in an interesting group into the mix.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this question and I'm gonna ask them
Ask-
this question.
ask the question.
Because right now I know temperatures have gone up.
Very,
People are fuming.
very. They're
And I
fuming.
hope executives from ZIMURA are watching this thing. National Arts Council,
they're
they're
very
watching.
upset. They're going
Ministry
to
of Arts, I hope
you
you're
must
watching.
give your phone number, then they get in touch. So we
Definitely,
we can
we'll,
interview
we'll
them.
put it somewhere here.
Yeah.
Actually,
You just say your phone
when you
number.
hit the subscribe button,
Just-
my number will show up.
I can't put any more graphics. It doesn't want me to put graphics.
Okay.
So I can't put your number there.
Okay, cool.
He doesn't like it. He says he wants to look at our crotch.
Okay, cool.
Crotch
That's-
short.
Bro, listen, there's this interesting group of people, but I'm going to introduce them in a question.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Which church
Which church?
have you seen?
Hippodrome.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
I'm not done with the question. Which church have you seen
EFIC.
compose, arrange,
Okay.
and perform their own songs, except for songs that are done by other artists?
Yeah.
Praise and worship falls
No.
under the
Okay,
band
so what are you
category.
saying? What are you saying? You just
So are we going to be collecting that money from every church every Sunday? Because now when
suddenly there's a lot of money now.
when papas are collecting offering, please specify that there's 150 specific to the worship music that we've been
Do you know what I'm
playing,
saying?
to the praise and
The
worship
scenario
music.
I'm seeing is that
Yeah.
you got the band, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes when the prophet or the pastor is
Yeah.
preaching, you know, the guy on the keyboards wants to
yeah,
come in.
yeah.
I can see the pastor reacting every time it sounds like a familiar tune. Like, no,
hey,
not that
hey,
song.
not that song.
Play the one we don't pay for. Happy birthday to you. Dun, 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 dun. I can feel the Holy Spirit. Dun, dun, dun,
It's gonna be.
dun, dun,
Do you realize we've got a piano like
Right here.
We've got
Right
a
here.
grand piano. Can
Yeah. What I'm thinking, wait, there's a business opportunity. Steve,
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about this, but it's
Yeah.
just out of the box.
Yeah, talk to me.
Since bands
Yeah.
can't perform songs that belong to other people,
They can if they pay.
yeah, but
I
if
get
you
you.
don't have money,
Okay, let's say you don't have money. Yeah.
what I'm willing to do, I'm willing to start a business, collect all the royalty-free music that exists
Yeah.
in the world.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm willing to give you that database for just some. This is the part where money is supposed to reach.
$5. We charge $5.
But I would have liked money to rain. But just imagine it's money raining down.
it's money
So
raining.
I have a database of royalty-free music.
Yeah.
So if you're a band, in between your own original tracks,
Yeah.
which must be very boring because that's why you rely on copyrighted work. It's a conversation, Steve. No, but no. Okay, just just aside.
Okay.
Why don't they
I'm
have
following.
why don't they have their own songs? and these are people who are a band. No, hear me out.
I know, yeah, they're a band.
They're a band.
They've got a bassist,
and they're, yes.
a lead guitar,
And-
an acoustic, whatever,
What's-
a drummer. Dude, they've got a guy who plays the 3D keyboard. You know the 3D keyboard?
I know.
The ones that they are layered.
They're lot. They're lot.
They're a whole band.
It's a real question. I mean, these are
Dude, with live instruments.
these are incredibly talented people.
And they can't
They're
compose.
professionals.
Yeah.
But they can't compose a song to save their lives.
Dude.
I don't know. Are they like band rejects? Like the actual artists who sing don't want them? I mean, why are you singing other people's songs? Why? I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking. Because, dude, you know, growing up, you do things like lip sync. You try to just follow along.
Yeah.
I remember I used to sing Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah.
I didn't at any point say I need to get a guitar. I need to learn how to play the drums so I can sing Michael Jackson songs. I didn't. I kind of grew up and got a job. So I'm just wondering, like, yo, dude. Why don't you compose your own stuff? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Trevor D.
Trevor D. Oh, let's talk about Trevor D.
Yeah. Okay, so
I think I'm going to be in trouble for that. But there's no graphics and there's no hippos,
Yes.
no money flowing.
yeah, we'll be fine. Right. So
Trevor D.
Trevor
Trevor
D.
D.
Trevor
Ooh,
D.
Trevor D.
Did it Trevor work hard?
No.
Dude do you know that is
I like
a vocal
him.
coach?
Can I do a disclaimer quickly?
Okay, cool.
I like Trevor D. I've actually worked with Trevor D a couple of years back. I recorded a song that he featured on. Incredible professional, incredible talent. Go ahead, Steve. What about Trevor D?
Oh, can I also put out a disclaimer?
If we both disclaim, then who's responsible?
No, like, okay. Trevor D, shut up, my man. I remember they. Like, why are we sanitizing the conversation about Trevor?
Because Trevor beats. You don't remember back then?
Woo!
There was a footage that went viral.
I saw it.
He beats. So I don't want to be beaten. So Trevor, whatever this guy is saying.
How much are bouncers like to hang around all day with you, like for the next 2 weeks, maybe?
I think probably the price of performing a cover track, maybe 150. 150, yeah.
Wait, per incident they stop someone from beating you, or per day?
I think it should be per day. Yeah. Per day, 150. It's affordable.
It's doable.
Yeah. So what did Trevor D do?
Okay, so Trevor D took to his social media.
He's got a new song that's out right
particularly Facebook. He's got a new song.
Yes.
Namo Iyo.
Yeah.
So this is what Trevor said.
Poverty there.
So this is what Trevor said. Trevor was
that's what it is. Poverty there.
Yeah, poverty. Namo Iyo. Is it Namo Iyo or Namo Iyo?
Namo Iyo.
Because Namo Iyo means that poverty.
That poverty.
Yeah, but then Namo Iyo, poverty there.
Okay, so
right.
So Trevor, about poverty.
Trevor took to his social media to say, I released the song. Yes, I followed the proper channels for every station of submitting music.
Yo, serious.
So if let's say Power FM says bring a flash drive.
No.
If Star FM said
I don't know who watch this. No, Power FM you send an email.
Okay. If Power FM said send an email,
to the
sent an email.
Yeah.
If Star FM said an email, he sent an email. All of the stations, he submitted his music.
Oh, that's good. Well
he did.
Yeah,
he did.
Round of applause. That's how we do it.
Okay. Good for you,
nice
Trevor. Thank you for submitting your music.
Don't stop.
So, after submitting the music properly, the assumption now is they now have it in their libraries, right?
We have it. I like.
So he then said, weeks later. Oh, maybe a week later. Let's say a week later.
Before you go further, man, I don't know where this is going, but we have it. We have Trevor Dongo's song on the system. Okay. I've seen it. Nama Yo. Yeah, we have it.
Right. Then some weeks later, some other artists. Bro, stop that.
No, but we got it.
Yeah. Cool. You have the music. You've got the music. Right. Cool. So now Trevor, in the same post, he says the artist who released music a little bit later after he had already submitted his music.
But that's true.
So
people
he then
said every day.
Yes,
it's true, my man.
He then said, I was listening to one of the chat shows.
I just feel like I should say like OCD featuring Freeman and each other that came way after Trevor Dongo.
Yes.
And that's banging. That track is something else.
So Trevor is now listening to the radio, listening to some chat shows, right? And he can
but why
hear.
Trevor?
He can hear.
I know, but no, Trevor, no. Hey, don't listen to the chat show, man. Don't believe everything you hear on the chat shows, eh? Some of those chat shows, they're not playing music, eh?
Okay.
Yo.
Do you do a chat show?
Yes, I do.
Is Namoyo on the chat?
No, it's not.
So he's speaking to you.
No.
Let me do you a solid. This is the guy we've been looking for. Why are you not playing Trevor's song?
OCD and Freeman are each other. Yo! Okay, so what is he saying? I don't know.
So he's saying, after listening to some chat shows, obviously yours.
No, mind it. Come on.
Yes, you listen to yours.
Yeah, but there's a lot of chat shows.
Okay,
shows,
but including yours.
Even in South Africa, the chat shows. Angola, Mozambique, there's chat shows all over.
He said, your guys are not playing your song, but you're playing songs that came later than his. To make matters worse, he's saying he also heard you playing Amapiano, South African music.
That's
people
true,
that you do not know.
And yet
you are bypassing.
DJ Zintle, sorry. That came after
Trevor.
I feel like I'm incriminating myself.
You're playing Freeman
and
OCD. You're playing DJ Zintle. After Trevor's song,
yes.
I'm trying to revert to Trevor Noah, not Trevor Dongo.
Trevor Noah is a whole different kind of worms, man.
Trevor Noah. Trevor Dongo, sorry. Trevor Dongo is saying, your guys haven't been playing his music.
Guys, why are you pointing? Some guys, let's just do it like this.
Okay, so
people,
they haven't been playing.
But you guys,
now we are rambling. Yeah. Why aren't you playing Trevor's song?
He actually said that. He actually wrote like, why am I not playing?
He wrote an entire thing.
To me, directly to me.
Not to you.
Oh yeah.
To you and everybody else.
So is he saying radio stations in general, or just one radio station?
Radio stations in general.
So I'm assuming that the assumption is that the radio stations have conspired. Obviously, if all of them are not playing him, That's what it means. All of them, they came
maybe
together.
There's somewhere where
They had a
met.
conclave somewhere and they said,
And agreed.
we must not play him.
Yeah.
That's not the situation. I don't know how ridiculous that sounds. Does that sound ridiculous to you? It sounds ridiculous to me. The idea of radio stations coming together to blacklist him.
I've never been on radio.
No, but do you think
I
that's
don't know
possible?
how radio works.
No, but do you think
Can
that could
I
happen?
ask you questions that Trevor would ask if he was me?
But I'm not a radio station. I'm
Okay,
just a
if
person.
Trevor were
I'm
me,
just a guy.
okay, let me ask you questions. Assuming I'm now wearing Trevor.
Okay.
You've watched The Matrix, right? The
Yes,
movie.
I have. Yes, I
You
have.
remember Agent Smith?
Yes, I do.
How you would embody like
Yeah.
So I'm Trevor.
Yeah.
Dude,
Where am I?
You're still DJ Pro in the mix.
Okay. Can you do the thing as well?
Yeah, you are now representing all the radio stations.
okay. But
Guys,
it's hypothetical.
why
I don't
aren't you-
represent all the radio stations.
Okay,
Yeah.
why aren't you playing my music?
I think, just to be clear,
Okay.
there is a lot of music that comes to radio stations. I can't defend all the radio stations because I don't really know their mechanisms.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that there is a lot of music that comes out any given day. This is being sincere. I want to talk to the artists out there who are probably wondering as well, like what happens with the music. It's a lot of music that comes out every single day. Some really great music. It's possible sometimes that music can get lost along the way. It can fall through the cracks, maybe because it wasn't promoted enough. I'll give you, for example, in this particular instance, Trevor Dongo released his track Nama Yoyo. It didn't have a video to go with it. Videos have a way of propelling the music and putting it in everybody's.
But guys,
No,
you're
hear
a
me out.
radio.
I want to make it
You
clear.
don't play
Hear me out.
video on air.
I want to make it clear.
Okay.
When you do a song and it does a video, what happens is that it triggers your listeners because remember they're following you. They're on your pages and they see that you have a video. It triggers a conversation. Did you check out the new video? So what happens is that when presenters are on air and they're playlisting, they get feedback from listeners. So unless there is listeners saying, we want to hear the brand new Trevor Dongo, even if it's in the system, you're not going to play it. But if listeners are saying, we want to hear Winky D. Sia, continuously asking for it. Remember that we are in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
You can't say to somebody when they say, can I have a two-piece? Then you say, no, it's Mazondo. Even if Mazondo is good. Yeah, Zanyanya. I mean, for out, pizza in Gabana.
Yeah.
Pizza. You know, so it is what it is. So I think those are some of the aspects that every artist should think about, that you're not alone when you release your song.
Yeah.
There is a pool of music.
following
Like
you.
right now as it stands, before Trevor Dongo released his work, XQ had come back. And he released Chihetrick. And there was
What do you mean he had come
back like to
he
releasing new music. It stopped for a bit, I think to count his money, I don't know.
Okay.
But so with XQ, he's brought something out, it sounds nice, woo-hoo, it's happening, woo-hoo. And then at the same time, the rest of the world doesn't stop either. Kendrick Lamar had a wave of success. He had the Grammys, he had the Super Bowl halftime performance. All those things are not radio, as you rightfully said, but they propelled interest in his music. So that's what we're talking about. I'm not saying that this is directed at Trevor Dongo because I love his music. And I think it will still be playlisted. I think so because he's incredibly talented.
Yeah.
There could be a delay because it's been overshadowed by other things that happen. OCD, I love hip hop. The moment I heard that OCD had come together with Freeman, it's the first time these guys have actually gone out of their comfort zone, gone away from just featuring hip hop artists and tried putting in another genre in it. I was already interested. Then you look at the views on YouTube and you see you're not the only one who's interested. Then you listen to the song and there's a vibe. You're like, oh my goodness, I need to play this. So it's not really about you being left out or being blacklisted, but I think what's important for artists is to find a way to promote not just your music as audio, but use other platforms so that people don't forget that you've released something. I don't know if that's making any sense.
Yeah, you're making
You
a lot of
gotta
sense.
advertise.
So are you
People-
saying to Trevor that he lacks the army on social media?
I
to
think so.
drive
I think his
attention to
social media
music?
game needs to be pulled up, and that's a fact. I love you, my man.
But the
you
last
need to
time I checked,
pick it.
Trevor Dongo doesn't do Zama groups.
No, but
I've never seen
you
him
hear what I'm trying to say?
mingling with
Then-
some celebs.
then
I've never
interviews-
seen him mingling with Earground.
The issues.
Like, what's the story?
he-
Like,
he's
are you running as like self-managed artists? Well, there are a lot of
There's
self-managed
an
artists.
interview.
But they're-
There's an interview that he did on radio.
Yeah.
Where he responded to criticism about something he has done in his personal life.
Okay.
But he responded to it in a way that got a lot of listeners rubbed up the wrong way. But when it comes to things to do with gender and gender violence and whatnot,
Dude,
the
what are
moment-
you talking about? I'm so lost.
No,
right
no,
now.
I'm
You're
trying
talking
to be
yourself.
diplomatic, man. I'm trying to be diplomatic.
This is pun
Okay,
intended. We
there
get
was a
to the-
story that came out that he had some kind of a conflict or disagreement with a certain lady. We ended up sleeping outside his
The wife or what?
I don't know if it's a wife, but apparently she ended up sleeping outside. She was locked outside. So he was asked. Yeah.
Bro, just get straight to the point.
I don't want to get
Is
straight
she
to the point.
girlfriend? They have a misunderstanding, and then he locks her out of the house.
Yes.
Or what?
Yes.
What's the story?
Yes,
Because
that's
the
the
only
story.
other time that I've heard
Yeah,
people sleeping outside is if munatizira.
My point is this. Hear me out. The point
you might be locked outside.
Listen to me. The point I'm trying to make is that
Yeah.
everything resonates to radio, even if it's not audio. So even stories like that may have created an atmosphere where even though he released something, there were other things overshadowing it. Like, for example, moving away from that situation, the Namas happened.
Yeah.
Every single artist who performed at the Namas got a bump in the airplay.
True.
But people started talking about it. But somebody can say, what's Namas got to do with radio? But there it is. Right now, Areka is trending on Power FM like crazy. Because Oriano, JP's doppelganger, he performed at the Namas. Windsor, people are talking about it. Denga is a very old song, but it's trending again because he performed.
It's been brought back.
So I think what
even
I'm trying,
Temimo is
there you
on
go.
the chats
Thank
because
you.
she
so
won.
so
that
that's what I'm
thing,
trying to push for. That's what I'm trying to make people understand that every single thing you do plays a part in pushing the music. So if you're not being playlisted, perhaps there are areas that have overshadowed what you put out.
But I think you should understand what's happening. Remember, there was a time when he had the whole charts on lockdown. When
There's
they
no
did,
doubt.
When they did,
Not just go back in time. Go back.
Remember
the
when they
song
put
with-
out African Queen with
Thank
Soja
you.
Love?
The late Soja
They
Love.
literally had the charts
Thank
on lockdown.
you so much.
So yeah,
I think
Trevor,
everybody gets a wave.
might not be your season.
Remember that-
would you say he's being entitled for saying, why are you not playing my music?
I think I don't want to say entitled because that's
say?
but I have to put effects now.
Okay.
And I'm not supposed
Okay,
to.
cool.
What
Trevor, you're not entitled.
What I want to say is that there is a generation of artists, the Trevor Dongos, the Excuse. These are artists who are seasoned. They've been in the game for a very long time.
Yeah.
Then there's the new Turks, the new young artists who've come out now.
Yeah.
The Chill Masters, you know, the JTs. I think we're in a space where we have to understand that even though you're still there, your space may be occupied by someone else.
Is there not enough space for everyone? We're talking about
At
Trevor.
the top, no.
This is Trevor.
No. At the top, no. Dude, no, we must be sincere about this. You cannot be number one now, no matter what. It doesn't matter what spin or magic and I've got examples that I could go to town about, but I don't want to go there today because it's a long podcast. But there's a lot of artists who've tried to make a comeback in the real world, not just in Zim. Wu-Tang Clan have a brand new song that's arrived. Did you know that? They've got Mathematics, Inspector Deck, Reza, Method Man. Brand new song.
The Wu-Tang.
Yes.
Dollar
With a video.
Billion.
Yes. The guys who gave you Triumph. They're back in 2025. It's a train smash. It's an absolute train smash. So it's not just, it's not unique
Look
to
at my
Zim.
face. Look at my
That's you.
face.
Wow.
Dude.
Wu-Tang Clan, yeah, they're back. They're back. It's embarrassing. I know. It's a shame.
What's happening?
It's
I
sad.
saw the old school. They're sort of like coming back. I saw Ice Cube drop something.
There you go. I mean,
saw
don't forget Ella Cool J dropped
Exhibit.
something.
Yeah, Exhibit. dropped something.
It's embarrassing. Even Fat Joe has got something. It's just embarrassing. And it is what it is.
So are you saying it's embarrassing for Trevor to have released the song? Like, what are you saying?
I think it's embarrassing to ask why I'm not being played.
Oh.
That's what's embarrassing. But
Okay,
there's a
so,
lot of people.
okay.
And we're rambling.
Quick question. After this,
Yeah.
now that you are aware, you said maybe Trevor's song got lost somewhere.
Yeah.
Are you going to play his song?
One thing for certain, I was aware that the song was out before it came to radio.
Why didn't you play it?
Well, first of all, I knew it was out before it came out because he reached out. I just said, yo, this is my new song.
Dude,
I have conversations. No, for real. Where's my
you're
phone?
just about as savage as they can get.
No.
So
no.
Trevor texted you and said, DJ Pro in the mix.
Yeah, I've got a conversation with
I released...
I've got a conversation. He actually got in touch. He said, yo, dude, I'm about to drop something fresh and brand new.
Show me.
So
I'll confirm for you. I'll confirm. I think that would be the nice note to end the conversation whilst the chats are rolling. So, Trevor, this guy...
No, don't say
This
that.
guy... No, look at your life. Okay, let's do rock, paper, let's do rock, paper. No, I don't want to see the chats anymore. You are savage like that.
No, it's not like that.
You did in
I'll
bed.
play today.
Like, how do you
I'm
get
sorry.
it? Like, how does...
I'm sorry.
Ah,
I'll
no,
play.
man.
I'm playing today. Guys,
no, I'm
tune in
done.
today.
No, I'm done. No, we are done. We already messed up. Dude is now going out on social media. We already done. You messed up. You messed up. You messed up.
There's something wrong with me. I need prayers.
You messed up.
I'll play Trevor D.
Actually, I'm doing the outro by myself. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been pun intended.
I'm sorry.
This has been pun intended.
Please forgive
I'm
me.
Steve. He's DJ Pro in the mix.
Crying. Please.
Come on, man.